For the surprise attack on the Pearl Harbor, I think it is very important from the Japanese perspective. The Japanese against America was defending its status as a world power was inevitable. From Japan's point of view, the Pearl Harbor operation was just a support operation to ensure that Japan's southward access to the oil in the South Pacific would not hidden by the United States. Because there is no threat of the Pacific Fleet, Japanese military development in Southeast Asia would be very smooth. Japan made it difficult for a Japanese United States Pacific Fleet to enter the South Pacific for a while by exchanging 19 main United States ships and more than 200 aircraft for 20 aircraft. It is beyond a question that Japan has achieved military victory. The evolution of the Japan Harbor incident is not the same, even though the United States suffered heavy loss and the Pacific Fleet was all paralyzed. It renewed the spirit of resistance. In terms of military operation, the attack on Pearl Harbor was the most successful sneak attack in the world that year, but it led to the beginning of the Japanese surrenders. When I look further, I can see that Japan has strategy issues because it has the mistaken perception of the adversary, believing that the United States is weak and obsessive like China, or that has been defeated and flee like Russia. The top Japanese military believe that the Pearl Harbor attack has limited impact on the United States and mistakenly overestimate its ability to maintain the military. If Japan realized that should not have gone to the war at the first time, should not have attacked Pearl Harbor as a support mission, and should not have fought so conservatively at Pearl Harbor. The Pearl Harbor incident forced the United States to establish the strategy thinking centered on aircraft carriers, which had a great impetus for subsequent operation. For this perspective, the United States benefits significantly more than Japan. For attack the Pearl Harbor, Japanese keep this plan as a secret. In 1941, Japanese bombers destroyed Pearl Harbor, leading to the United States official entry into the World War II. President Franklin Roosevelt was an important figure in manipulating Japan on firing the first shot. In some evidence shows, Roosevelt issued a provocative ultimatum to the Japanese government. The Japanese had only two options before them: either withdraw from the occupied territory or break the blockades, which was equivalent to driving Japan to death. According to the Major General Forward's record in the last secret of Pearl Harbor, President Roosevelt had sufficient information in advance about all preparation for Japan, because he knew that the best way to bring the United States into the war was bringing the United States into the war was making United States territory was under attack. So he decided to use all the means of lure the Japanese into the taking the bow, and don't let them know that America is waiting for attack. A war warning issued on November 27 did not specifically mention Hawaii. America has placing the battleships at Pearl Harbor would present the tempting target to the Japan, because if they are crippled to the fleet, they could secure the supplies of Asia without fear of American naval influence. This has shown Roosevelt had his own strategy. He felt that only a small number of aircraft attacking Pearl Harbor had some effect as the large number of aircraft attacking. This is American territory was attacked. Moreover, it was unnecessary to give up so many ships and human lives in order to take a part in the conflict.